Well, the stream has been copyrighted already. Sorry, guys. Um, Good evening, guys. I'm back. Don't know why we're here, to be honest. Season's already been decided. Driver's been decided. I think even the constructors. No, not the constructors yet. But let's be honest. The constructors is over. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if we announced this on stream last week. I think we did. But Sketchy Crib has won the championship. No one gives a fuck. So congratulations to Pete, Sketchy Crib, for winning the title. I think we all knew it since probably about what part of the season? Probably about this part. Probably about after we knew it was going to happen. The most I ever doubted it was probably maybe after Singapore. But then even then, look at him, he's bounced back in a very sexy manner even after Singapore. So yeah, we've got drivers decided, although P2 is still up for grabs. We've got a little battle going on between Skillsy Wilsey, Smoking Cheesy, and Petey Taplin. Personally, I'm backing Skills because the other two are arse. No offense, guys. But the constructors, again, still up for grabs. We're looking at about 100 points left on the table for the constructors. So, you know, technically Alpine could still win it, but are they going to? No. Is Sketchy Crib going to win it? Or Alfa Romeo, sorry. Yeah, probably. Speaking of, where is... Yeah, so Red Brazil was on 24 points. On 24? Am I reading that right? He's on 23, sorry. So, yeah, you got to say without Red Brazil, Sketchy Crib would be nowhere. We're not going to get to read the team lineups because I didn't have it loaded. But no one really cares anyway. Everyone knows what car everyone drives. Everyone's pretty shit. Only 10 drives tonight. Sorry, guys, but no one really gives a fuck at this point. I know I don't. I don't give a fuck after like 3 races. So, penultimate race of the season. We're in China. Hopefully it's going to be a cracker. Is it going to be? Probably not. Obviously, this is the location where I was absolutely sexually assaulted by Dat Mixon. And he went on to claim that it was my fault that he swerved back onto the track and sent me to a European country from Asia. I say, chat my boy Dat Mixon, I miss him every day. Guys, we're here. It's Monday. F1 is coming out next month. What's blood waffling about? I don't know. I haven't got anything to talk about at the moment. Although the qualifying's going to start and I'll still have nothing to talk about because you guys are arse. Oh, okay. Now that is giving me something to talk about. We've got a wet quali. Now that is very interesting. So it can be intermediate conditions. So who is going to be the first to have a go? I'm looking at the clouds from the brief view I have of it. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. Pardon me. So we could be on for an entire quali session of rain. Will the race be the same? I don't know. Who is first out on track? It is an Aston Martin of Petey Taplin. Trying to get his bottle out of the way nice and early. You've got to respect that from Pete. That is a good approach to take. Get your bottle out of the way. And then not as many people can laugh at you later. You've got Pete out on track. The 2 Alpines coming out of Dan THFC and Jensen 7671. Jensen has promised us a phenomenal amount of pace around this track. Is he going to live up to it? I don't think so. I've watched Jensen for... Oh, mate, it's been nearly 4 months. Fucking hell. About 3-4 months now, and each race, the guy fails to impress me every time. but maybe today is the day where he does impress me. I think it's him whose partner watches the stream. I can't remember. Everyone tells me all these things about their lives, as in how much they hate me, and I don't listen to any of it. So maybe it is Jensen, maybe it's not. We haven't seen McSmashley in a while. That's a shame. I've been really missing McSmashley. We've been missing Tiano Fortune. Beite we're missing. Yeah, we're missing some regulars. We have for a while now. So hopefully on the next game we will see them back. Obviously, guys, make sure you're here for next Monday because that will be the final race of the season and of F1 2022. And when we return, will I still be doing commentary? Or will I have picked up the racing gloves again and decided to start league racing again? Will I put everyone to shame like that? I haven't decided yet. Let's follow along board with PT Taplin now as he goes through turn 1, keeping it nice and tight to the apex on entry. Runs out a bit wide, but I think you're meant to do that. I've never really understood this corner, to be honest. It's so... China's just a really weird track. It's just... It's quite far away from that apex, though. Obviously, Classic Pete allergic to apexes. And that time he just goes straight line, a slight bend to the right, so fair enough to Pete. Turns in a bit too early, so has to correct the steering. I must say, first impressions on Sector 1 was not too impressive. Now going through a fast left-hander, and you can tell he's just fighting the car through there, really struggling to keep his car on the circuit. And, oh, he's almost lost it on the inside curve, but now he has lost it. Bloody hell. PT Taplin's struggling all over the place. I don't know if he's going to go bother. I think he's still pushing on the lap. I don't know why, because this lap is going to be absolutely abysmal. That's a purple sector, but that literally means nothing. It means nothing to him, nothing to his mum, nothing to me. He is really backed off now. Yeah, he's going to try to save his DRS. I think he's realised that that lap was the worst lap anyone has ever done in their entire life. But behind him we got an Alpine. Is it Dan or is it Jensen? It's Jensen, the man with alleged phenomenal pace. We're interested to see what kind of wings everyone's running, because obviously China has this huge straight. So do people run a very, very low wing? And if they were going to do that, are they still going to do it if it's raining in the race? Obviously, I don't get told the forecast for some bullshit reason. I really should. But coming through the final corner now, he's running a bit wide. Has to really slow down just to not invalidate. He's going to come across the line for a 146, 140. I have no idea if that's any good. He's beaten Pete by 13 seconds, but I think I probably could have beaten Pete with a blindfold on, because that lap was just terrible. It's a classic Pete lap, if you ask me. And here comes Dan through the final corner, running up to the line. What is he going to say? Can he take a provisional pole? He can. It's a 145.772. Good lap from Dan. Sketchy Crib now about to cross the line. He made a mistake, so he backed off. But he's going to go again right now. And we've got Mercedes crossing the line. It was Freeman who goes P3. Freeman who still doesn't know how to use ERS, I assume. So I wish someone would teach him that, because it just guarantees that in qualifying he's really not going to be up to much, because he keeps using all his battery. But, you know, good on the guy. If he's having fun, I'm having fun. What about GBC? What is he up to? Through the final corner. It hasn't been validated yet. Don't know what kind of lap he's been on. It looks like it. Yes, he does just about snatch provisional pole from Dan PHFC. 2 tenths. Hello there. Who was that? Don't know. So only 2 people yet to set a lap. Smoking Cheese and Toast Check. Meanwhile, Sketchy Crib and PT Taplin yet to set a competitive lap. If we... Pete's bowled it again. Okay. What about Sketchy Crib? Sketchy Crib looks like he has bailed out of this lap already. He's 6 tenths down on a lap that was 15 seconds down on the pace, so I don't know if he boxes this lap or if he's... I don't know, we'll have to see. His fuel's not flashing red, so you know, maybe we'll see Sketchy Crib go again. I say go again as if he's actually set that probably the first time. Smoker Cheese meanwhile out of the pit lane and actually onto a flying lap. So we'll stay on board with Smoking Cheese here. We'll see what he can do on his first lap of the session. Allegedly goes purple. I don't know if... I just can't trust this game. If he did actually go purple, and I missed the first opening few corners from him. So can't really get a judge on how good the lap was. Sketchy Crib did actually go for a lap, and he set a 44.931. Scary hours for the rest of the grid. He didn't even look like he was pushing, to be honest. So this could be another Sketchy Crib runaway. Unless Peter's something to say about it, where he's going to try to take someone out. But normally he doesn't take out Sketchy Crib. Normally it's someone who's trying to compete with Sketchy Crib. But stay of Smoking Cheese here through Sector 2 at 58.979. Apparently a purple sector as well. He's going to really open up his car down this back straight. See what he can max out at. Try to be as smooth as he can through the long right-hander. Kind of ran wide there. Lucky to not invalidate. I think the stewards have kind of let him off of that one a bit. Now, here we go. Maxing out at 188. He's just peaked at 189 there. Really taking as much entry curve as he can. Or just clipping the apex. Get his foot back to the floor. And away he goes from the penultimate corner. Okay. And across the line, it's a 141. So 144.181. Good lap from Smoking Cheese. So I just received a message that was really offensive to me. I'm just replying to that now. Right, I'm back, guys, don't worry. Right, yeah, now I'm back. So what is going on? I don't know. Sketchy. Sketchy Crib taking a risk here. Oh, I don't like this. Is he going to get disqualified? Oh, he's got away with that. He has got away with that big time. That was very scary. I can't believe I just caught a live Sketchy Crib bottle. Alright, let me go back to commentating. So, Smoking Cheese is... He's coming to the pit lane, let's be honest. PT Taplin, not doing anything. Critical Skid, no, not doing anything. Right. I didn't actually realise how good that lap from Smoking Cheese was. That was very impressive. 8 tenths, or 7.5 tenths clear of second place currently. That is one hell of a lap. That's kind of turned me on a bit, I can't lie. Oh! What's actually going on? Is anything even happening at this point? Skills, no. Dan, about to do something cool. Don't invalidate before you start the lap. Good. We'll stay with Jensen actually, who's 3.5 tenths up on his lap. Jensen, well known to be an absolute cracking guy, as decided by me. That kind of turned me on a bit actually. That was very nice. Okay, no, he's fucked it. Okay, no, he's kind of saved it. No, that's okay. That's okay. So through the double left-hander he goes, running up to the Sector 2 split now. What kind of sector time is it going to be? A 59.567. Apparently purple. I'm going to stop talking about the purple. It's bullshit. What was that like? Nearly 6 tenths up on his time? So decent second sector from Jensen. A bit hesitant. Very hesitant. Through the long right-hander here. He's really struggling through grit. Through there. So it's definitely going to cost him some time. And he will be pissed in his cockpit about that. So if he's about 6 tenths up on his time, he's currently looking challenge for about P5. But I feel like he must have lost a bunch of time through that long right because he was just... Oh. Anyway. Let's go... Oh, damn him, Freeman, someone teach him how to use this, please. I can't keep watching him use his entire battery and then just continue lapping. Like, just someone put him out of his misery. Now I can say that because he speaks like Spanish or something. Okay, I've just been in. So what do we have left to fight for here? Cheese is in a league of his own right now. Like, I can't believe how good that lap is. I'm actually going to think about that in bed tonight. That is a crazy lap. So next up we have Sketchy Crib and GBC looking to start their laps very shortly. Alright, now I can go back to commentating. Fucking hate those sound alerts so much. Need to get rid of them so badly. And I know what Pete's thinking. Pete's like, I know what Pete's thinking. Pete's thinking, oh, any second now I'll hit him with a screamer. It ain't happening, son. You hit me with it, I ain't reacting. GBC has missed the apex by about 4 postcodes at this point.
And his name is John C.
I hate you. I hate these sound alerts. I'm so close to muting them already. Go back to watching GBC set this atrocious lap. From what I've seen so far, when I wasn't on my phone, it has just been so bad. He's coming up to the Sector 2 split. People have been setting like in the 59s. What is he going to do? Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. We'll call it 2.5 times. 2.5. Chetty with a P. Okay, Chetty. Okay, Chetty. Nice. GBC has decided he doesn't want to try to set a competitive lap and it just fucked off somewhere else. Sketchy Crib, nearly 7 tenths up on his time. So this could be in the hunt for pole position. We'll have to see what he has got in his locker down this straight. On his right, he's going to go past, is that a Williams? Is there any Williams on this track? I think it's GBC, sorry. Who is in, not that anyone cares. Oh no, he's in Williams. Jesus. Oh, I'm so good at this. The Sketchy Crib through the final corner. Can he take provisional pole from Smoky Cheese? A bit of a moment on the exit of the final corner. 44.191. 100th. Separate first and second. Wow. Great lap from Sketchy Crib, but not quite enough to take that coveted pole position he will be desperate for. Dan THFC having a great qualifying session so far. Still up in P3. Always love to see Dan doing well. Such a consistent driver. A consistent guy. You know what you're going to get with Dan. It's not much, but you know what you're going to get with him. And I mean that in the night. I'm just going to move on. But GBC's going to have another crack at it. After he absolutely peated his previous lap. Quite nice through the fast left-hander. Going a bit wide for the right-hander. But he manages to correct himself not too badly through the first of the double left. And now the second. Yeah, not too bad from GBC. I don't think he'll be delighted with it, but he won't be too gutted with it. But yeah, that time is actually worse than what he was doing last lap. So maybe he will be disappointed with it. Unlucky GBC, get better, son. Well, it's corner kind of looks like a spoon. Kind of like the Japan corner, isn't it? I can't really bother to watch GBC because he's probably going to do nothing special. Pete getting ready to start his final lap. Jensen looks like he is setting his final lap of the session here as he comes through the final corner. Cuts the corner as much as he possibly can across the line. 45.141, not a bad lap. He might be able to recharge ERS and have one more crack at it. I'm not too sure. Let's go to GBC, see what he is going to do across the line. 44.923, does improve by nearly 3 tenths, but I think he had more in his locker than that. So I think he will leave this session quite disappointed. Critical skills actually improved to P3 at some point where I was not watching. Sketchy Crib ready to start his final lap of the session, and Smoky Cheese has just started his final lap of the session. So it's going to be a real shootout now for pole position. I don't think anyone else is in the hunt other than Sketchy Crib and Smoky Cheese. One man who has won, Cheese must have won some DRL titles this time. But no, maybe yes. Obviously, Smoky Cheese looking to at least try and secure a P2 finish for himself in the driver's standings. Half temp up on his time, 3 sector 1. What about Sketchy Crib? Okay, I was hoping it would show me a split time. It didn't. That's a bit annoying. Let's quickly have a rundown of everyone else on the grid. Is Critical Skill still pushing? I think he was, but surely he can't be improving at this point. GBC is pushing, 3.5 temps up on his time, but he's got no ERS down this this back straight, so he's going to struggle a bit to try and maintain that level. Let's see what Smoking Cheese. I thought it was further on the lap than that, my bad. Cheese just over a tenth up on his time. What about Sketchy Crib? 2.5 temps. So at the moment, Sketchy Crib has the advantage. He is the man set for pole position if he can just put this sector 3 together nicely. Smoking Cheese needs to improve by a couple more temps, I think, if he wants to keep hold of that pole position. Critical Skills came across the line. He did improve, but only by an 800, so not enough to challenge the top 2. Now here's GBC. He was 3.5 temps up, but I think he would have lost a good chunk of that time. Misses the apex ever so slightly on the final corner. Runs up to the line. It's going to be a 1:44.776. Couldn't quite pip it from Critical Skills. Very unlucky not to, though. Meanwhile, here is Dan, who I don't think is on a lap. He's out of fuel, actually. Smoking Cheese is set at 7:08, but here comes Sketchy Crib across the line. What can he do? Oh, not enough! Not enough from Sketchy Crib, and Smoking Cheese will be pumping his fists in the cockpit just like he pumps me on a Saturday night. Chetty, meanwhile, has dropped down to P7, but I think he is still on a lap. He has a Mercedes ahead of him. He's probably pissed him off quite a lot. Who is that? Oh, it's Freeman. Freeman is non-existent ERS. We'll see what Chetty can set through Sector 2 to temp down his time, and he is getting massively held up by Freeman at this point. Not going to be helping him whatsoever. And Pete, a man who I've barely spoken about this session, down in P8. And that is where he will start this weekend, unfortunately for him. Not been a good session for him. There were rumours surrounding him that he was possibly suffering from some menstrual issues coming into this race. So maybe it's affecting him. If it is, Pete, I hope you feel better soon, mate. No one deserves to go through that. And we'll stay on board here with Chetty just to see if he can improve. Possibly leap up a few positions through the final corner now. Had to correct his steering on entry. Not been the greatest final sector. And yeah, no improvement there. And Critical Skills has retired from the session. So I think that is it for qualifying. So it's a Smoking Cheese pole. Always good to see. A Sketchy Crib just under a tenth away. Critical Skills a second away from the top 2. GBC P4, down to HFC in P5. And the man who is apparently going to win this race, Jensen 7671 P6. Chetty with a decent qualifying session, P7. PT Taplin with an absolute disaster class, P8. Freeman in P9. And Tony Toshchek forgot that he was racing and decided to stay in the pit lane the entire time. I have not had oh god, so I've only just seen the chat. I cannot believe that you guys are getting beaten by a guy who wasn't using his ERS. God help you. God help you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with you guys. You are just... I hate Pete. I hate Pete so much. Yeah, that is our final run order for qualifying, guys. Pretty packed lobby, as you can tell. 10 whole drivers. Tony Toshchek looking to do his best last to first impression. Question is, who will he smash off first? I think he'll probably make contact with Freeman. I think that'll be kind of funny to laugh at. So if you have any predictions on who you think Tony's going to hit into first, let me know in the chat, because, you know, we love hating on other drivers. It's a lot of fun for us to do. There's my man blood. I'm So close to take the sound alerts off. So close. One more stupid sound alert. There he goes off, boys. I hate this. I keep meaning to change these fucking sound alerts. I keep forgetting. It's my fault, really. So as we can see, it's a nice blue sky today. Lots of sunshine, just like my life. So hopefully we won't be getting any rain today, because rain makes people sad. And I don't want people to be sad, because sadness is no fun for anyone. Now, whilst we wait here for the formation lap to begin, I'm sad. Oh, okay. I'm sorry you're sad, mate. Someone time that guy out. I'm sketchy crew out about nothing. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was going to start talking about how Arsenal bottled the league. Because I know Sketchy Crib is listening. Hold. Yeah, Arsenal bottled the league, basically. You know, I don't want to hear any of this.
Smoke weed every day.
I don't want to hear any of this. Oh, you know, we were never expected to win the league, so we didn't. How did we bottle it? You bottled it. All right, simple as. You're like 8, 10 points clear. You know, I'll give it to you. City are obviously a great team, but you still bottled it. You were still like 8 points clear with 10 games to go. It was a classic bottle. There's no shame in bottling it. You know, it's in my blood to bottle it.
Smoke weed every day.
When's this fucking race start? These aren't sensational vibes like the title said. Okay, right, I'll change the title then. Shut the fuck up. I forgot I have to change my title. I'm bugging. There you go. Hold, bozo. Now, someone time this kid out. Okay, they're all skills. I can't time that skills, can I? Fuck!
Smoke weed every day.
Please. Stop. Skills, I'm not telling the power story. I told it last week, mate. I'm not telling it again. Choose a different one. What other ones are there? Do the 1 million.
Smoke weed every day.
Right, okay, right. No, I've had enough. We're not doing that. We're not sitting here all race when Pete crashes out on lap 2, listening to him play fucking sound alerts. Yeah, you're a deemed screamer. Show me didn't see it. Seductive wink. There you go. I'll give you that one instead. If you're still playing sound alerts, hold. I'm not. No, what? How many channel points do you have? Pete, stop refunding his channel points. You only get 1 wink. I'm not giving you multiple ones. That's not allowed. I'm not having that. Look at them T-posing. Look how cute they look. Really insult myself. I look like a paedophile. There you go. Thank God this formation up is starting. You are one. Okay. I'm not gonna let it get to me though. I'm better than that. I don't really know what is. Oh. So what type of choices we got today? Territory detail. Okay. So the front five are starting on hards and then 10th on hards. 6th, 8th, and 9th on the mediums, and Chetty that. And Chetty oh for fuck's sake, how have these two crashed from the formation lap? Chetty opting for the soft tyre, looking to get as good a start as he can, hope for an early safety car maybe. Not the worst choice in the world, because I'll tell you what, about half of these drivers on this grid are fucking dodgy. Peter Taplin is a massive raging nonce, and he'll bottle it lap 5. I turned sounds off, mate, so I kind of wish I didn't turn it off now, because I wanted to hear that as a sounds alert. Sorry about that. Bear with me for a sec. I'm back. If you look, probably have like a nice cop shot right now. Watch the stream, see if there is a nice cop shot. No, not quite. There you go, it's more of a cop shot there. There you go, you're welcome, guys. Oh. Maybe next week I'll actually get my cock out for you. Just readjust my camera. So, half the grid lined up, ready to get racing here in China. Chetty's bowled it somehow. Where is it? Oh, he missed his parking. So, expecting GBC and Jensen to plummet down the field on this restart. I say restart. On this race. What do you call it? I don't know. Here we are. Chinese Grand Prix. The penultimate. Tony, hurry up. What the fuck are you doing? Get in the grid slot, you cunt. Why not? Right, here we are. Penultimate race of the season. Chinese Grand Prix. Championship decided, but not quite the constructors. It's 5 red lights. And away we go. Decent start by Smoking Cheese by the looks of it. He looks to cover off Sketchy Crib, but Sketchy Crib says, it's okay, mate. I'll switch to the outside instead, going into turn 1. Smoking Cheese is going to try, hold the inside line. And they're going side by side. Oh, I fucked that up. It's a great racing from him, but Sketchy Crib going the inside line, moving into turn 3. He holds on to it. And Smoking Cheese has to give up the position. And Sketchy Crib takes P1 after the first sector of the Grand Prix. Critical skills, meanwhile, moving up to P3. After originally losing position 2 down to the HFC, Smoke Cheese goes a bit wide through turn 4. Doesn't cause him too much damage though. And I believe Pete's had a good start. 3 laps gained on the opening lap. 3 positions gained. If you gained 3 laps, so fair enough. GBC, as expected, had a bit of a nightmare, losing 3 spots. Jensen did well because you had cold tyres. Here goes Smoky Cheese, having a look down the inside of the sector 2 split of Sketchy Crib. Thinks better of it, backs out. And now he's going to try to take the better line. And that is a sensational drive through the long right hander from Smoking Cheese. And he may get the move done, though. He doesn't quite have the traction on the exit. But Jesus Christ, he had some amazing drive from him through the corner. He's going to be all over the back of Sketchy Crib, coming into the penultimate corner. He has a look down the inside, brakes later on Sketchy Crib. Sketchy Crib has gone to a different track by the looks of it. Don't know where he was braking off to. And Smoky Cheese gets the move done into the penultimate corner. And going on to lap 2, it is as you were with the front 4. Or front 3, sorry. Dan started in P4, didn't he? So who started? Was it GBC who started 4th? It was, yeah. My apologies, guys. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. So yeah, Tony hasn't hit anyone yet, which is always surprising. Or maybe he hasn't, I just didn't see it. But a nice bit of battling from Sketchy Crib to Smoky Cheese. You can see there's a lot of respect between the two. And Jensen and Petey Taplin now going side by side. Pete actually ran wide. I wonder if there was a bit argy-bargy there through turn 3. And Pete really trying to shut the door on Jensen through the long right-hander. But Jensen's not going away. Still having a look up the inside. Thinking about sending some ridiculous move like he did in Singapore. Through the double left-hander they go. Someone's gone round. It's Smoking Cheese. Smoking Cheese has done a Pete. He's bowled it as early as lap 2. And he went from first place all the way down to last. That is gutting for him. I hope we don't see another what's the word? Mistake-ridden Grand Prix from Smoking Cheese. But that has allowed Critical Skills to move up to P2. He's just 4 tenths behind Smoking Cheese. Not Smoking Cheese, Sketchy Crib. Speaking of Smoking Cheese, how is he getting on? Oh, up ahead we've done side by side. Stop, but Jensen's massively outbroken himself. Don't know where he's up to. But Sketchy Crib outbroke himself earlier. Jesus Christ, he's taking it to a whole new level. Together. I'm sorry. This man. What have I just witnessed? That was so bad. Was that Tony? I'm now thinking it's Chetty. Who was it? I've got to see this. Oh, this game's so buggy. I've got to see the racer. There's no instance. You tell me that wasn't a warning for whoever just smashed someone through the final corner. I don't know who that was. I thought it was Tony. But maybe it wasn't? No, it was. It must have been Tony. Either, mate, that is... If that's Tony again, Tony, you need to sort your overtaking out, mate. You know, I've got a lot of love for the Haas boys, but... Fuck me, that was so poor, like... Oh my days. Sorry, I was not watching. Critical Skills making a move on Sketchy Crib. Oh no! This man can't catch a break! Oh! No, I actually feel so bad for Skills. How was Pete in Pete bread? Oh my god, Dan was winning for a second. I don't believe it. I didn't get a great look at that instant, but it looked as if Sketchy Crib didn't leave the room on exit. And he just tagged Critical Skills. And Skills, for what seems like the 5th race in a row, just gets nonced on by someone. The poor guy. Oh. Free up my guy Skills, man. Yellow flag in sector 2 is Sketchy Crib. No, he hasn't binned it. What is he doing? Well, he's doing the respectable thing. And I think he's letting Critical Skills through as an apology for that incident. So Sketchy Crib clearly knows the championship's done. Doesn't give a fuck anymore. Happy to just let Dan. How is Pete in pizza? Oh, it's going to make the bottle all the more sweeter though, isn't it? I can't wait for this. It's going to be a cracking bottle, guys. Meanwhile, here goes Pete, looking to take the race lead. Everyone stand up and applaud Petey Taplin as he takes the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix from 8th to 1st in a matter of 4 laps. Quite impressive from Petey Taplin, I must say. Smoky Cheese doing well, actually. Already up into P5 after being down in last place just a couple of laps ago. Losing it a bit on the exit of the final corner. He's really swerving all over the place to try and make sure Tony does not try and make a move. But that won't stop Tony. Tony loves diving people. It doesn't matter if he's like 4 seconds back. He will still send it on you. Because this guy is just reckless. And yeah, so we've still got the 2 lovers at the back. Critical Skills and Sketchy Crib. After the little entanglement and Sketchy Crib channeled his inner... Who was it? Leeds United versus Aston Villa, when Leeds allowed Villa to score because of an injury or something. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. But we have Pete leading the race. Good drive from him so far. Dan also having a good drive. Up in P2, starting from P5. GBC only gained one position, but still on the podium currently. And Jensen up in P4. So the front four, I think, are all having some solid drives. And it's almost like the starting grid is just nearly flipped around at this point. But let's have a look at Jensen. All over the back of GBC, letting him know that he likes whatever he is wearing tonight. And he's probably going to be the man taking it off him when they get into bed together. Which, oh no, he's lost it! Oh, no he hasn't. Okay, thank God. Jesus Christ, that was terrifying. Dan just about staying in the DRS zone of Taplin at 18. Not having a bad race, to be fair, Dan. He's on the hard tyre, so he's going to be slower than Pete. So if he could just try clasp onto that DRS of Petey Taplin, that is really going to help him out in the long run. Jensen, who after making that mistake has dropped off the back of GBC ever so slightly and has allowed Smoking Cheese into his DRS. Let's have a look at how Skills and Sketchy Crib are getting on. So they have now approached the back of Freeman. Interesting to see how Skills and Sketchy Crib negotiate the man, the myth, the legend that is Freeman 102222. Obviously, no DRS for about half the lap now. Do they try make a move before and risk some damage possibly, or do they wait it out and keep losing time to the 6 ahead of them? Personally, I don't think Sketchy Crib even really cares at this point because the championship has been won, and I think you could tell that by the fact that he just was willing to give up 8 positions just to let Critical Skills back through. But up ahead we've got Dan just about keeping within a second of Pete. The detection point is coming up. Can he get into it? I don't think he can. No, he's lost out, unfortunately. Jensen well within GBC's DRS, so we may see a potential move here. But Smoke Cheese had a sensational run through that right-hander. He always seems to. Don't know what is about it. He's not great on exit, but going through the corner, he's really good. And oh fucking hell, Jesus, braking very late, and luckily for him, just misses the back of Jensen on the outside of him. Fucking hell, that was close. So again, no move there for Smoking Cheese. Let's see if Sketchy Crib can possibly pass Freeman in the slipstream of him. Moves to the inside, should be a simple move. Sends it. Freeman trying to hold around the outside. Good racing from the pair of them. It's what I see from Freeman. Not giving up on the spot. He's got the inside line turning into turn 3. Bit cautious though. He could have held his line a bit better there and demanded a bit of space and respect. But unfortunately, backs out. Sketchy Crib completes a move and up into P8 for him. Chetty into the pit lane. Maybe it was him who smashed into Jensen then. Because that person must have got front wing damage. We'll definitely have a look at that after the race is done. Again, I have not been looking at Twitch chat. Nothing's been said, luckily. Good, because I don't care. So what have we got going on? We've still got Jensen and Cheese fighting it out for P3 with GBC, who can't quite seem to stay in touch with the top 2. And good luck from Dan THFC as he gets back into the DRS of our tapping at 18. Jensen losing it on throughout the right-hander. It's going to allow for the simplest move from Smoking Cheese, and he may even fancy a move on GBC at this point. Oh no, GBC has the most ridiculous straight line speed anyone's ever seen. Here comes Tony Toescheck from absolutely nowhere with his 0-0 wings. Trying to go around the outside. Cheese says, no, nothing there for you, mate. Squeezes him out, and Tony Toescheck, who originally got the move down Jensen, has now lost that position back to him. Cheese not looking to mess around here. He felt like he had the right to the corner. Wasn't letting Tony have any of it. So back down to P6 goes Tony. That was the most ridiculous straight line speed. He is definitely one of the 0-0 wings. Fair enough. So what have we got in store for us over the next few laps? Dan still having a great drive out there in P2. 8 tenths off of Petey Taplin, who is on the medium tyre. So Dan just needs to keep driving like this, having a great race he is. absolutely loving this from Dan. Really channeling his inner Emerson Royale, and it was good to see him back on the pitch as well, by the way. We always love to see Emerson Royale just being so shit at football. It just really brings so much happiness to us. And Pete looks like he's struggling a bit with grip levels. He was all over the place there. But we know what Pete's like. He's all over the place emotionally and in the car. So nothing to worry about for Pete. Just another day in the office for him. Now here goes Smoking Cheese, looking to get that sensational drive through the long right again. Not too bad this time, but look at GBC's straight line speed. That is fucking crazy. Look, Cheese has got DRS open. Okay, I guess they both have DRS, but even still, that was ridiculous straight line speed from GBC. That was crazy. I think we have more than one person running 0-0 wings potentially today. And I can't lie, this is shaping up to be a cracking race. We've got the top 5 all within DRS of each other. Tony, Skills and Sketchy Crib still in the battle as well. They're still just hanging on. Here we are on lap number 9 of 28. Petey Taplin having a good race by his standards so far. Up 7 positions, currently leading. Dan up 3 positions after starting P5 up in P2. And GBC having gained 1 position, taking the final podium place. See what Smoking Cheese has in his locker as he looks to follow GBC through the second sector now. And you imagine GBC is struggling a lot through sector 1 and 2 just because his wings look insanely low. And you can see just the amount of time Smoking Cheese is gaining through the corners. That is ridiculous. He's all over the back of him. But the problem is, like, these corners, they're not really the places, they're not really overtaking opportunities. When it gets to the straight, GBC says, see you later, mate, and just drives off into the distance. But meanwhile, Jensen's struggling to stay within a second window of Smoky Cheese, but I think he just about managed there at the detection point. Smoky Cheese all over the back of GBC, but as we go onto the straight, GBC already looking to pull away, and he has done so. That is incredible straight line speed from him. Let's actually just have a look at what... Oh my god, he was at 203 miles per hour! Fucking hell! Cheese was only at 190. Oh my god, no wonder he's just torching him in the straight. Let's watch this. Let's see what... So 180, 183, 187, 195, 196. He's going like 10 miles per hour quicker than everyone else down every straight. No wonder no one can keep up with him. What the... This is... Mate, this man's got a Red Bull rear wing, I swear. I don't know what to say anymore, but... The problem we have is... I don't know what problem we have. It's just crazy to me. Jensen has been dropped by the top 4, by the way. Oh my god, something's going to happen between these two. Oh my god. Oh, I'm going to cringe when it does. Right. Oh. Look at the drive, he's getting off the corners, but then what? Watch, we're going down straight, bang, off goes GBC. See you later, son. Watch, I reckon Cheese might actually pull up side by side through this corner here. And as soon as he does, as soon as we get onto... Oh no, GBC blocks him off. But Dan all over the back of I tapped in that 18. And when he opens DRS... No, Pete is running some 0-0s as well. What the fuck? Oh my god, I love it. So, it seems like Pete, GBC, and Tony all running the most ridiculous wings of all time. Off into the pit lane comes Petey Taplin. Bit early, I think. Only 10 laps on the medium. I think maybe we would have wanted a couple more. GBC having a look at Dan THFC. Dan has really got to worry about GBC down these straights. And Dan actually leaving the inside open for GBC. But not quite enough room there for him to take advantage of that. What do we have? We've got Critical Skills and Sketch Crib slowly closing that gap towards P5. Just watching those two come through the field together really is just adorable. Things I love to see. You know, you got to love a good romance story, haven't you? In life, even in F1. Dan THFC missing that apex by an absolute mile, but it's alright. He found that one instead. So as long as you find one of two, mate, you'll be fine. I'll tell you what, this track is so shit. I think most of the tracks are shit, to be honest, but this one is diabolical. So I think GBC may get him down the straight here, because let's pay attention to what this man has in terms of straight line speed, MPH, in comparison to Dan THFC. Smoky Cheese absolutely spanks him around the outside. Didn't really get too excited because I knew that was going to happen. Just absolutely destroys him down the straight. 185, 186, 187 just about. 15 miles per hour quicker. That's unbelievable. GBC just needs to get a decent run out of that long right. And Dan's in trouble. Not that it matters too much, we've still got like 16 laps left, so you know, who really cares at this point. So top 6 all within DRS of each other now. GBC having a little look up the inside maybe. He was riding that curve and he thought better of it. He realised these curves on this game cannot be trusted at all. Sketchy Crib almost making it so it's the top 7 within DRS of each other. I expect by the end of this lap he will be within a second of critical skills as this lot really start to bunch up. Not something we're used to seeing in DRL, having such a large part of the grid all bunched up together, fighting for P1. Everyone in this fight is looking at the race win right now. Pete as well, who has Pitt. So we've got 8 people who I would not be too surprised if they emerge from this as a race winner. Sketchy Crib has bottled it. I gotta stop talking so much, man. Jesus Christ, I'm dying. Oh. Sketchy Crib did a prime PT tackling. Don't know what happened. I don't think there was contact. The gap was surely too big for there to be any kind of contact. So he just bowled it through the second sector, and all that hard work he did to catch up has been undone. And now here is Tony Tocheck getting past Jensen. Smoky Cheese just cannot get close enough to GBC, and likewise for GBC with Dan THFC. Gents! What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Okay, right, let's break down what just happened, because Right, so Jensen channels his inner Singapore and hits off the car, not ahead of him, but the car 2 cars ahead of him, by outbraking himself by an absolute country mile. Pink with the new fast lap, by the way. And then I forgot what happened. What happened? I saw Jensen go spinning off. Tony went somewhere. Tony spun it through the final corner. Mate, I don't know what just happened. You remember when I said about 7 people being in the running for the race win here? I lied. It was all a lie. No one's in the race win contention other than me. I'm winning this race. But this has allowed GBC to just... Where's Dan? Is he pit? Why is Dan pit? What? What? Mate, I don't have a clue what's going on anymore. Why is he pit? He's got to do 15 laps on those tyres now. He ain't doing that. I should really leave. Okay, good. Still no one cares. Good. I gotta say, guys, the standard of racing in this league is just so abysmal. It's laughable. This is why I have to do commentary, to capture all these moments where, you know, Pete bottles it, Jensen outbrakes himself and smashes off someone 4 cars ahead of him. Critical Skills is a victim for the 5th race running. You know, this is why it has to be streamed. So, lap 13. Was it 12 or 13? 12. It was end of lap 12. Need to watch that again. That was absolute carnage for those couple of corners. I don't know if like Cheese went back forward. Jensen hit him on purpose. I don't know if I'm just misreading that or something. It looked like there was something going on there that seemed a bit sussy. But just, yeah, meanwhile, I gotta give the flowers to GBC, currently winning this race. I'd say fairly comfortably. But, you know who I'm going to shout out? Critical Skills. Man's in P2 after being smashed off. You got to think he would be way up the road right now if it wasn't for sketchy Cribs terrorism. So, yeah, I think for me, I think 3 very impressive drives. Oh, 4. Someone's bottling it, Jensen. Oh, man. Okay, right, no, so GBC's having a great drive, obviously. Up 3 positions, currently leading the race. Critical Skills, great drive, IMO. Is he went up a position or did he start in P2? No, he started in P3. So he went up a position, but obviously got smashed off. So, unlucky for him. Smoking Cheese, good drive. Sketchy Crib, meh, not a good drive. Tony Toes check. Good drive, other than he's potentially been involved in some incidents, I'm not sure. PG Taplin, having probably his drive of the season so far. Dan, excellent drive from him, other than the fact he decided to pit for tyres very early. And then Freeman and Chetty, I don't really know what they're doing to us at this point. Just a little cut there of Chetty just deciding that he's the cornerstone of the party. Someone's bottled it again. Oh, it's GBC. Do you remember like 25 seconds ago? And I was like, oh, GBC having a great drive. How does this man do it? You know, I'm going to say this. Yeah, we all talk a lot of shit about Pete bottling it. I'll tell you one man who gets away with it, who does not get the hate that he should get, is GBC. The man literally grabs a bottle of water, empties it, and just shoves the bottle in his mouth, ready to splurge it out later. Jesus Christ, the guy cannot stop. Yeah, I think we all owe Pete an apology at this point. He does bottle it, I'm not taking that away from him, but Jesus, GBC, you need to sort it out, mate. I'm onto you, okay? I'm actually onto you and your bottles, because it's beyond a joke at this point. Speaking of GBC, comes into the pit lane, and it will be for the medium tyres, you assume. So Critical Skills, now leading this Grand Prix. Dan THFC sets a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix, on his medium tyres. Obviously Dan's with some great pace right now. Second and a half behind PT Taplin. Why is Pete on mediums? What? Hang on a minute. Is Pete 2 stopping? Yeah. That's weird. So, Pete starts to pit again. So now I'm less impressed by what he's been doing. What the fuck is this strategy from Pete? I'm worried he's going to bottle it again. Well, I don't think he's going to have much to bottle after he pits for a second time. Like, guys, what do you want me to do? I'm only human. It's beyond a joke at this point. This kid. It's too funny. I don't know who's winning this race at this point. Everyone's spun out at least 4 times each. Don't know what tyres everyone's on. I actually... Oh my god, I thought Cheese was about to put it in the wall. Someone's it's GBC again. GBC's actually on fraud alert. This guy actually needs to stay in China. Learn Chinese, mate. You're getting picked up by the Shanghai Sharks at this rate. Alright, let's try and figure out who is winning this race. Let's have a look at pit stops. So, I think it's Dan. But Skills in a much better position. A yellow flag near Pete. I wonder what he did. Some people, man, it's just an addiction. I really want to see him take someone out next. I need him to find critical skills and take him out. That will complete this race for me. Okay, Pete, you know I'm meant to drive on the grass, mate. Right, so in terms of who's winning this race, it's Dan. But I think Skills is probably winning because he pit later. So he's going to have fresher tyres. Can't forget Smoky Cheese, though. What about D-pit? Didn't mean to do it. Which one shows me their tyres? There you go. Yeah, Skills on much fresher tyres, but Cheese on even fresher tyres. So, yeah, this is Skills. I think this is Skills' race to lose, basically. All due respect to Dan, those tyres are going to be absolutely shot by the end of the Grand Prix. I think he is going to be struggling a lot. I don't know what Pete has planned for his strategy. Surely he's going to have to pit again. GBC I'm not even talking about anymore. I've had enough of him. I actually got my hopes up for GBC, thinking he had big things coming for us this weekend, but he's let me down. So don't really care about GBC. Tony, not much really happening with Tony. Obviously, he's still to pit. Oh, he's coming to the pit this lap, actually. So Tony comes into the pit. It's just to see where he rejoins. I'm thinking he's probably going to rejoin, like, maybe in behind GBC. Critical Skill sets a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Now only 2.2 seconds behind Dan THFC. So Dan needs to start looking over his shoulder and wondering, who do I have coming for me in the middle of the night? But Sketchy Crib immediately takes that fastest lap away from Critical Skills with a 35.5. Where does Tony rejoin? He joins ahead of GBC, to be fair. And he is going to have some fresh tyres for the next 10 laps. Probably the freshest on the grid. So can he start to hunt down Petey Taplin? I imagine he should beat Pete, just because Pete, first of all, is going to pit again, but also he's probably due another spin in this race. Just the question is, what lap will the spin be on, other than every single lap? I hope I'm not upsetting Pete too much with my honesty right now. So what do we have? So Critical Skills still continuing to close this gap to Dan. And you know, I'm a huge fan of Critical Skills, but nothing I would love to see more than a Dan THFC win. He's worked so hard this season, just been a consistent guy, and I think he really deserves a race win. Freeman having a good drive, by the way, up in P5. Good to see Freeman driving so well. He may be in danger though from Pete this lap. That corner is so difficult to do. Seems like some people get a really good drive and other people just really struggle for it. So Pete will have DRS now down this back straight. Literally gained half a tenth. And Freeman spun anyway. So it doesn't matter. A bit anticlimactic. So Pete up into P5. When does Pete pit again though? Skills now already in a second window of Dan THFC, who's done 7 laps on his tyres. Let me just send a message real quickly. Typing. Right, good. I'm back to the race, guys. Good race. Keep going, guys. You're doing really good. And I think goes critical skills. Sorry, I'm sorry. He goes switches to the outside. DRS open. Maxing out at 201. Brakes for the penultimate corner. Gets the move done before braking. And critical skills, after being smashed off by the woeful driver that is Sketchy Crib, takes the lead of the Chinese Grand Prix. And actually, you know what I said about Dan winning the race? I've scrapped that now because I've just realised how many times Skills has got unlucky this season. I want Skills to take this one home. He deserves it. After all he's been through, you know, the kid has had to go through hours upon hours of therapy to prevent him from seeing Peter Taplin in his sleep. Just let the kid win a race, you know. Just show that there is a God. And Pete comes into the pit lane to box for new tyres. Is it going to be softs? Yeah, it comes in for softs. Oh, jeez. Thank God this race is nearly done. I've absolutely killed my voice today. So, Pete rejoins in P9. Probably going to take home the fastest lap point because he's probably going to push like crazy for the next few laps. Does he spin again? No. Would be funny. Skills desperately trying to break the 1 second gap from down to the HFC detection point coming up. Can he get the gap? I don't think he did. For like a split second he did, but I think as they crossed the detection point, I think Dan slid back in. Yellow flag. A Smoking Cheese has binned it through the right hander now. Oh no. What am I watching? Oh, it's just never stops, does it? Good driving, good driving. And exploit my holes. There we go. Good message. So, yeah, I mean, the race was good at the point, and now it's kind of died down a bit. I don't know what we're going to do for the last 7 laps. Get your crib may have a little fight for P3. You know, I don't think Dan is going to catch back up the skills on those very worn tyres. In fact, I'm quite worried about the state of those tyres. In terms of, does he make it to the end of the Grand Prix? They're going to be absolutely cooked when lap 28 comes around. Sketchy Crib really closing this gap now to Smoking Cheese. Good to see Smoking Cheese not binning it through the right hander this time. Well done, Smoking Cheese. Always good to keep your car on the track. Where is Peter Taplin? Shall we see what he's up to? I imagine he is flying on this set of soft tyres. Look at the confidence he has. He's feeling like he's back to his old confident self. He's going to really go for it. He's going to push as hard as he can. And he's going to take home this fastest lap point and probably only P8 because he's bowled it before. So, yeah, probably not anything special. Into the pit comes Smoking Cheese. Okay, so Sketchy Crib is going to get P3. Interesting call. Don't really know what's happened there, but hey, you know, do whatever you think is best. And Pete comes across the line, so fastest lap. It is fastest lap. Only beating Sketchy Crib's lap by about 3 tenths though. And as Smoky Cheese rejoins, oh my god, I thought Pete was going to put him into the wall. Just rejoins ahead of Pete, and this will be a little scrap here for P8. Pete's tyres will probably go off within the next couple of laps, so you'd imagine advantage will be more than with Smoky Cheese. You see him swerving down this little straight, just try to get some temperature into his tyres. As he's just coming out the pit lane, you have some very Burra tyres, and it's not going to give you much grip. But you can already see just the advantage those new tyres are giving him. He's already starting to pull away from our good friend Petey Taplin. And he's probably going to look at Jensen on this lap. Poor kid's on his hard tyres. Oh my god, oh my god, this is disgusting. Oh, he absolutely bamboozled him. Oh my god. Jesus, that was far too easy. He is just breezed past it. But here comes Jensen with his 0-0 wings. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, but Cheese again, look back. Down the inside into penultimate corner. Thinks better of it. Tucks back in behind him. Maybe trying to cause a little error from Jensen. But Jensen kept his cool nicely there. That was some ridiculous straight line speed there, by the way, from Jensen as he clips the inside of the final corner and runs wide. Possibly picked up a penalty for that. This little battle is allowing Pete to creep back in, just like the creep he is, and potentially have a fight in this jostle for P7 as Chetty picks up a 3-second penalty. Don't really know what's happened to him today. It's been a shame though, and look at that. That is disgusting. Just the grip levels. And Jensen gets switched to the inside. Doesn't terrorist someone into next week, which is always good to see. Because normally he does do that. Let's go to GB's Freeman, having a great race by the way. Let's go Freeman. You are killing it, son. I'm rooting for Freeman all over. That's funny. That's what GBC can do with his -10 wings. Freeman trying to swerve to try keep GBC behind, but I tell you what, Freeman's also running 0-0 wings by the looks of it, because GBC didn't start catching until DRS was open, trying to use the overspeed as he dives down the inside into the penultimate corner. Freeman leaves the room, and GBC not allowing him any room around the outside. Bit of a dick move if you ask me. Fuck you, GBC. You're sincerely, what's his name? Freeman. As Pete eventually passes Jensen, for now anyway, unless he can maybe get him back on the pit straight. 3 and a bit laps remaining, guys. This has been, it has been a good race. A bit anticlimactic maybe, but there's been plenty of battles up and down the field, and there's plenty the stewards get their teeth stuck into after this race, because some people, they do make me chuckle with the way they race. Meanwhile in front, we haven't spoken about it in a while, Critical Skills still just leading. Having a good race, Oh no, Sketch could bend it. That is disappointing. Easiest podium on the cards there, and he's bottled it. But you know what? That means a Tony Tocek podium potentially, which I'm all for. I love Tony Tocek. Although I think some stewards going to get involved. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Smoking cheese. I thought it was ahead of Freeman. That was Freeman and GBC that were fighting. Ignore me. So we still got this little battle going for P7. Pete on some slightly old. Petey, don't do it! Don't do it again! Oh, good hell. Let's see what kind of. Oh, mate, he's got so much more straight line speed. Oh, around the outside he goes. Smoky Cheese trying to hold it on the inside. I think Pete's going to have better traction on the exit though. He does. Gets the move done before the final corner. Misses the apex. Runs a bit wide. And Cheese is now going to have a look back up the inside. He's probably going to have DRS actually. Down the pit straight. That's the level of Pete's wings though. He's not even gaining. They're going side by side still. Through turn 1. Turns to turn 2. Cheese on the outside. Pete trying to hold down the inside. Cheese's line will turn into the inside for turn 3. Through turn 4. Pete slots back in behind Cheese. Good bit of battling from the both of them. But here we go for round 2. Petey Tapling have a look down the inside into turn 5. Sends it down the inside. Gets the move done. But here's Cheese with the switchback of absolute dreams. And Pete's going to give him absolutely no room. Mate, fucking smash him off. But Cheese going to go around the outside anyway through the fast left-hander. He just does not care. Gets the move done. Great battling from the both of them. It's a real candidate for overtaking the week there. Several moves by both drivers. Just great driving from the pair of them. And finally, Smoking Cheese solidifies his position into P7. But for how long though? Because we're about to go through the longest straight in the Formula 1 calendar. I don't know if that's still a thing actually. I don't know if it is. I wonder if it is. It definitely used to be, but I don't know if it still is. But here comes Pete. DRS wide open. Cheese weaving all over the straight. Don't know what Michael Massey will have to say about that, but it's not going to matter. Pete just flies past him. Literally, just weaving was completely pointless, mate. I can't lie. Freeman, meanwhile, only 6 to... He's done it again. He's done it again. I don't believe it. What has happened to Sketchy Crib today? This is not the Sketchy Crib we all know and love. Sorry, I missed Pete's move because I was too busy laughing at the Sketchy Crib bottle. Although he hasn't lost any position, so I don't know if we can count it as a full bottle. If he does lose P4, it's a bottle. So, here we go. Smoking Cheese. Okay, oh man, I thought someone had bowled it. Sorry. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on here? Cheese just fucking sent it. And now Pete going around the outside. And Cheese almost then swapped to the outside. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's just chaos. Through the double left. Cheese going diving down the inside. That is a real damage move if I've ever seen one. But good respect from both of them. Cheese just hits him. And races his hand in absolute disgust that Pete dare be on the same apex as him. Meanwhile, Critical Skills, our race winner, has started the final lap of the Grand Prix. But we're staying on board here for Smoking Cheese and our tackling at 18, having a real ding-dong battle. Onto the home straight they go. And Cheese is going to have DRS. But I thought he wasn't going. He's only going 175. What wings is he running? What the fuck is he running on his car? I think this is Pete's. This is going to be Pete's position. I think he's going to secure P7. Cheese has just lost so much time down the straight. Like a crazy amount. So we'll make sure to capture the moment Critical Skills crosses the line. And I think that does secure him P2 in the championship heading into our final race of the season of Austria. I don't know what's happened to Cheese. He just... I don't know if he's run out of fuel, maybe? I think he's run out of fuel. I think he's run out of fuel. Okay, right, that makes sense. But meanwhile, don't care about Cheese. We're going to cut to our race winner for, how many times? Like 4th, 5th time this season? I think 4th. Critical Skills, round the final corner. A sensational drive from him. Came through the adversity of getting smashed off by his boyfriend Sketchy Crib. He's going to take the piss as he crosses the line. And there it is. Race winner. Critical Skills. P2 in the championship secured. Great drive from him. And I'm sure he will be clapping his cheeks in his cockpit. Down to HFC. Amazing drive from him. P2. Shouldn't be too disappointed with that. Tony Tochek comes home for P3. Always good to see Tony on the podium. Sketchy Crib. Round the final corner. Not his best race of the season, but he won't care. He's already won the championship, drives on the grass for good measure. P4 for him. GBC P5, bolted it about 5 times. Probably could have won this race, not going to lie. Bremen P6, superb drive from him, by the way. And Pete is going to take P7. I would have laughed so much if that cost him a position. Yeah, Pete P7. I would say it was a good drive. It wasn't. It had potential to be, but the strategy was all wrong. Then he bolted it twice. Smoking Cheese. P9. I don't really know what happened there. Jensen P8. Bit confused as to what just happened. Thank you to Mr. Jensen for doing position lap 11. Either way, I think we've got to say, an interesting Grand Prix. So plenty of action, to say the least. Someone gave me a green heart. It was Tony Toszczek, the man, the myth, the legend. And this guy looks like he's got a wonky ass, for God's sake. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. So that is our podium. I think it's the first for the season. Critical Skills, Down THFC and Tony Toszczek all on the podium together. Great drive from the trio. In terms of our driver of the day, it's a tough one to call. Really is. Yeah, I've got a couple. And I've got 4 people in. Okay, I will give a shout to Freeman. Good drive, P6. Love to see that from him. And then it's between the podium runners. It's a really tough call. Okay, I'm not going to give it to Dan. Great drive from Dan. But just because he started P5, I'm not going to give it to Dan. I'm only thinking, Tom, Skills started P3. But he got smashed off and was like last. I don't know. I do not know. Because I feel like Tony... Okay, this is... With the idea in mind, Tony did not get involved in any incidents because I cannot remember if he did. I'm giving it to Tony Toszczek. Great drive from him. From back of the grid all the way up to P3. Kept his nose out of trouble. Maybe. Don't know. Don't remember. But yeah, I think just a great drive from Tony Toszczek. A lot to be proud about, and he can probably go downstairs to his mum and say that he did well in DRL for the first time in his DRL career. So yeah, just great driving from Tony Toszczek. No race apart from Minsk having a quick shag of the hairpin. That was hot. Jensen had a gangbang. But yeah, that is us done for the week, guys. For the second to last time, I am signing off. I can't bother to interview them because they're going to give me nothing. Tony won't even join the party, neither will Dan, because Dan hates me. And Skills will... Yeah, we've heard Skills so many times this season, laughing at Pete. But just before I go, I just want to give a few thoughts to you guys. First of all, Pete is still top bottle job, but GBC is on fraud watch, and so Sketchy Crib, in terms of bowl jobs. Sketchy Crib less so because he wins races, but he's had a fair few bowls this season. GBC, meanwhile, is just a lost cause. So, Pete, you might not be alone as top bowl for much longer. But yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. It was a good race. I hope you all enjoyed it. I don't know why are we looking at South Park. Yeah, it's a good race. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I will be back next week for the final time on this game. Possibly the final time of my commentary career. I don't know yet. I have not decided. We will see how good I am at the new game. I'm probably going to be really good, let's be honest. But yeah, it has been a pleasure, guys. And I hope everyone has... Damn, no podium interview. No. We'll just stop my chance of winning, to be honest. I want it more. Drive Dick of the Day. What is Tony spammed for the Nightbot to delete what he's saying? Oh, for God's sake. Right. No podium interview. Can't bother to talk to you scrubs. Good night, guys. Great racing. And, you know, just...